Welcome to Truthful Manipulation. In a world where truth is bent, facts are framed, and influence is too often used without conscience, this podcast stands for something different. I'm Dave Kelsey, along with H. Daniel Mujahid, and together we expose manipulation, defend integrity, and help you see clearly in a world determined to confuse you. Welcome back to the Truthful Manipulation Podcast, where we take the nonsense of the modern world, put it under a flashlight, and ask the most important question known to civilization. Who left these people unsupervised?
That question alone can save America.
I'm Dave.
I'm Daniel.
And today's episode is titled Buffoonery and Shenanigans. Now, Daniel, I want the audience to understand something right away. This is not just a funny title.
No, this is a public service announcement.
It's a diagnosis.
It's a warning tablet.
It's a condition.
It's what happens when foolishness gets Wi-Fi, a microphone, and too much confidence.
That's beautifully disturbing.
Thank you. I work hard on being disappointed in society.
Today we're talking about the buffoonery and shenanigans we see everywhere. Politics, business, families, social media, workplaces, meetings, group texts, youth sports sidelines.
Especially youth sports sidelines.
Nothing says healthy adult behavior like a grown man yelling at a referee during a fifth grade basketball game.
The trophy is plastic, Dave.
And crooked.
And somebody's mom bought orange slices.
Exactly. Calm down, Phil Jackson. But underneath the humor, this episode has a serious point. Buffoonery and shenanigans are not just annoying, they can be manipulative, they can be distracting, and they can be dangerous.
Because nonsense is funny until it gets power.
That's the truth.
A clown at a birthday party is entertainment.
A clown in charge of the budget is a crisis. And somehow we keep giving the clown a clipboard. Let's start with the first word, buffoonery.
That's a beautiful word.
It really is.
It sounds like something your grandmother would say before taking away somebody's dessert.
You stop that buffoonery right now.
And everybody straightened up because Grandma did not negotiate with foolishness.
No, she did not. So let's define it, Daniel. What is buffoonery?
Buffoonery is foolish behavior performed with confidence.
That's perfect.
It's not just being wrong. Everybody's wrong sometime.
True.
But buffoonery is being wrong loudly, proudly, and with the attitude of a man who has never once considered reading the instructions.
So buffoonery is ignorance with a marching band.
Yes, it is.
Foolishness with a sound system.
Nonsense with lighting.
Confusion with a PowerPoint.
And a laser pointer that should have been confiscated.
Buffoonery is when someone is completely lost but still insists on driving the bus.
And the scary part is that people follow.
That's the part we need to talk about.
Because sometimes people mistake confidence for competence.
And volume for truth.
And drama for leadership.
And outrage for courage.
That is where buffoonery becomes dangerous.
Because once foolishness gets enough applause, it starts thinking it is wisdom.
And once foolishness thinks it is wisdom, it starts writing policy.
And then we're all in trouble.
Sure are.
Because nobody wants to live under the leadership of a person whose entire plan is, trust me, I saw a video.
Especially if the video had background music and no sources.
That should be illegal.
Not illegal, but emotionally reportable.
Now let's move to the second word, shenanigans.
Another classic.
It sounds playful.
That is how it gets you.
True. Shenanigans sounds harmless at first.
until you realize somebody has been using confusion as a building model.
So, how do we define shenanigans?
Shenanigans are organized foolishness.
Organized foolishness?
Yep. Buffoonery is the clown falling down the stairs.
Okay.
Shenanigans are when the clown forms a committee, blames the stairs, and applies for grant money.
Shenanigans are buffoonery with paperwork.
Agreed.
That's the difference. Buffoonery may be accidental. Shenanigans usually have a strategy.
Yeah, tactics. Someone benefits from shenanigans.
There it is, the truthful manipulation question.
Who benefits?
Who benefits from the confusion?
Who benefits from the outrage?
Who benefits when people stop asking questions?
Who benefits when the room is too noisy to truth?
Because most shenanigans are not random.
No, they are distractions.
They're smoke screens.
They are diversion tactics.
They are the magician waving one hand while the other steals your watch.
And then charges you to attend a seminar about time management.
That's painfully accurate. We see shenanigans when people change the subject instead of answering the question.
When they attack the person asking instead of addressing the facts.
When they say, this is not the real issue.
Which usually means
that is absolutely the real issue.
Absolutely.
When someone keeps pointing everywhere except the evidence, check their pockets. I think there's a formula for buffoonery.
Of course you do.
I do.
You love formula. You say that like math loves you back.
That's unnecessary.
But accurate.
Fair. Here's the formula. Confidence plus ignorance plus an audience equals buffoonery.
That's dangerously accurate, Dave.
Because a person can be quietly ignorant.
And we respect that.
We do.
Quiet ignorance is just someone minding their business.
That's exactly right. If you do not know what you're talking about and you stay quiet, that's not buffoonery.
That's maturity.
That's emotional intelligence.
That's a public gift.
But when ignorance becomes confident and finds an audience, now we have a situation.
Now the circus is unloading trucks.
And the tent's going up.
The elephants are nervous.
And somebody named Karen is holding a microphone.
Poor Karen.
No, Karen knows what she did.
Fair.
The problem is the confidence feels convincing.
Even when it should not?
A person can stand up and say something completely wrong with enough certainty that half the room starts nodding.
Because people think, well, he sounds sure.
But being sure does not mean being right.
Some people are sure because they have evidence.
Others are sure because they stopped learning in 1998.
Confidence without knowledge is just a foghorn wearing cologne.
That might be one of the best descriptions of modern society I've ever heard.
Thank you. I'm tired of it.
Now here's the serious question. Why do people follow buffoons?
Because buffoons offer simple answers to complicated problems.
That's true.
Life is hard. People are stressed. They're tired. They are worried about money, family, health, work, the future, the country, their kids, their parents, and why cereal costs $11 a box.
That cereal price does feel personal.
It does. I do not need financing options for breakfast.
At this point, cereal should come with a loan officer and a free tote bag.
So when life feels overwhelming, people become vulnerable to simple explanation.
Especially explanations that give them someone to blame.
Yep.
That's buffoonery. Your problems are all because of them.
And them can be anybody.
A political group.
A coworker.
A neighbor.
A family member.
A referee.
A barrister who spells your name wrong.
In fairness, Dave is not complicated.
Yet somehow you got Dave.
Still hurts. But manipulation often works by giving people a target.
Yeah, because anger feels powerful.
But anger can make people easier to steer.
That's the key.
A calm person asks questions.
An angry person looks for a weapon.
A fearful person looks for protection.
A confused person looks for a leader.
And a manipulator knows how to become the loudest person at that moment.
That's how buffoonery becomes influence.
And influence without integrity becomes manipulation.
People do not always follow buffoons because they are foolish.
That's important.
Sometimes they follow because they are hurting,
Or scared.
or lonely.
Or exhausted.
And that's why we need truth with compassion.
And humor with responsibility.
Because mocking people does not free them from manipulation.
But asking better questions might. Today's episode is brought to you by the Common Sense Starter Kit.
Now available wherever reality is still accepted.
Are you tired of walking into a room where the loudest person somehow becomes the decision maker?
Have you ever sat in a meeting and thought, this could have been an email, and honestly, the email could have been a nap?
Do you know someone who begins every sentence with, I did my own research, but somehow the research always ends with a guy in sunglasses sitting in a truck?
Then you need the Common Sense Starter Kit.
Each kit includes one pause button, 2 follow-up questions, a small bottle of humility, and emergency instructions that simply say, calm down and check the facts.
Side effects may include clarity, patience, fewer arguments, and the sudden urge to leave group chat.
The Common Sense Starter Kit.
For people who want to think before joining the parade of nonsense.
Because not every clown deserves a standing ovation. And now back to today's show. Let's talk about workplace shenanigans.
The natural habitat.
The conference room.
The reply all email chain.
The unnecessary meeting.
The follow-up meeting about the unnecessary meeting.
The meeting to clarify the follow-up meeting.
And somehow, after all that, nobody knows who's bringing the report.
Corporate America could save billions if somebody simply stood up and said, what are we actually talking about? Workplace shenanigans often hide behind professional language.
Yes, that's where they get dangerous.
People don't say, we messed up.
They say, we experienced a process gap.
They don't say, we ignored the problem.
They say, we are reassessing our strategic priorities.
They don't say, nobody knows what's happening.
They say, we are navigating a dynamic environment.
And the phrase should come with a warning label.
And a helmet.
And sometimes business language becomes fog.
It does.
And fog helps shenanigans.
Because when people cannot see clearly, someone else can control the path.
And that's the manipulation.
Yes, it is. If the explanation gets more complicated every time you ask a simple question, something's off.
Simple questions are powerful.
Very powerful.
Questions like, who made that decision?
What evidence supports this?
What problem are we solving?
Who's responsible?
And why is this meeting scheduled during lunch?
That last one matters.
It does. Nothing creates workplace rebellion faster than cold sandwiches and vague leadership.
A bad meeting with turkey wraps is still a bad meeting.
Now let's bring this home.
Literally?
Family buffoonery.
The oldest form of buffoonery.
Before politics, before corporations, before social media,
there was somebody at a family dinner table saying, I'm just being honest.
Which usually means they're about to be rude.
Very rude.
I'm just being honest has started more family fights than bad potato salad.
And bad potato salad has done damage.
It has.
Family shenanigans are powerful because people know your buttons.
And some of them installed the buttons.
They did.
They know what to say.
They know when to say it.
And they know how to make it sound like concern.
When it is actually criticism wearing church clothes.
That's good.
Thank you.
Every family has a historian.
The person who remembers every mistake everyone else ever made.
But somehow can't remember their own behavior from last Tuesday.
Selective memory is a family sport.
Then there's the person who starts the argument and then says, "Why is everybody so sensitive?"
That person is a smoke alarm with no battery.
Just noise and danger.
Some people do not want peace. They want an audience for their unresolved issue.
That's funny, but it's also serious.
Because family manipulation often hides behind love.
Statements like, "I'm only saying that because I care."
Sometimes true.
Sometimes not.
Caring should still have manners.
That's true.
Love does not give people a license to be cruel.
And honesty does not require humiliation. So how do we handle family buffoonery?
First, do not attend every argument you are invited to.
That's huge.
Some people send emotional invitations all day long.
Please join me in this unnecessary conflict.
Reception immediately following the kitchen.
Dress code, resentment casual.
And comfortable shoes, because this argument goes back probably 20 years or so.
We have to talk about social media.
Unfortunately.
Social media does not invent buffoonery.
No, it gave it to Wi-Fi.
And a ring light.
And don't forget hashtags.
And a comment section that looks like a raccoon broke into a fireworks store.
Yeah, that's the internet.
A raccoon with opinions.
And poor spelling.
And confidence. The problem with social media is speed.
And yes, speed kills reflection.
People react before they think.
They share before they verify.
They argue before they understand.
They post like their thumbs are running from the law.
Some people type so fast, wisdom does not even have time to put on pants.
That image is unfortunate.
But accurate. Social media rewards emotion.
Anger gets clicks.
Fear gets shares.
Mockery gets attention.
Outrage gets engagement.
The truth often takes time.
But truth needs context.
Truth needs patience.
Truth needs evidence.
And none of those trend as fast as nonsense with a dramatic headline.
That's the manipulation.
It's manipulation.
The platform wants reaction.
The manipulator wants emotion.
The audience wants certainty.
And truth is still standing in the corner saying, "Can we please read the whole article?"
Or truth.
Truth needs better marketing.
Maybe a theme song.
And snacks.
And the best defense against online shenanigans is the pause.
Pause.
Before you repost, pause.
Before you respond, pause.
Before you call somebody an idiot in all caps, pause.
Especially then.
Because all caps is rarely where wisdom lives.
If your keyboard is yelling, your judgment may be hiding under the desk.
This part of the program is brought to you by the Apology Translator.
For when people apologize without actually even apologizing.
Have you ever heard someone say, "I'm sorry you feel that way"?
The translation? I am not sorry, and your feelings are now the defendant.
Have you heard? Mistakes were made.
Translation? A mysterious ghost committed that error, and we are all very concerned.
What about? That was not my intention.
Translation? I would like my intention to erase your injury.
And the classic, we need to move forward.
Translation? Please stop looking backward at what I did.
The apology translator helps detect fake accountability, emotional fog, and advanced level shenanigans.
Available now in family, workplace, political, church, mosque, synagogue, committee editions.
Batteries not included.
Neither is sincerity.
And the apology translator, because accountability should not be, requires subtitles. And now back to this week's episode. Now, Daniel, we can't talk about buffoonery and shenanigans without mentioning politics.
We could try, but the subject would break into the room wearing a flag pin.
Politics has become prime real estate for buffoonery.
And shenanigans.
And performance.
And selective outrage.
And carefully rehearsed sincerity.
Which is my least favorite kind of sincerity.
Political buffoonery happens when leaders stop serving people and start performing for attention.
Yes, when the goal is not solving problems.
The goal is winning the clip.
Getting the headline.
Owning the opponent.
Raising money off the outrage.
And leaving regular people stuck with the consequences.
This is part people forget.
The buffoon performs.
The public pays.
The shenanigans gets applause.
And the real problems remain unsolved.
Some leaders treat government like a talent show where nobody has talent and everybody keeps advancing.
Now that may be too accurate there, Dick.
Probably. The manipulation here is emotional.
Always.
Make people angry.
Make them afraid.
Make them suspicious.
Make them loyal to the performance.
And then tell them not to tell anyone else.
That's how manipulation builds walls around the mind.
And once people are inside the wall, facts have a hard time getting through.
Because facts are treated like trespass.
So what's the answer?
Ask better questions.
Always.
Who benefits from my anger?
Who profits from my fear?
Who gains power if I stop thinking?
Who wants me loyal but not informed?
And who keeps changing the subject when accountability walks?
That last one matters.
Because accountability is the guest shenanigans never want at the party.
I think we need to identify 3 major types of buffoons.
This feels dangerous, Dave.
Educational.
That's what dangerous people say before using a ladder incorrectly.
Let's proceed carefully. The loud buffoon.
This person believes volume is evidence.
They do not explain.
They announce.
They do not discuss.
They declare.
They do not listen.
They reload.
The loud buffoon enters a conversation like a marching band walking into a library.
Everybody knows they're there.
No one is better because of it. Type 2, the confidentially wrong buffoon.
Very dangerous again.
This person starts sentences with, I'm no expert, but...
Then immediately challenges every expert.
I'm no doctor, but let me explain your lab results.
I'm no lawyer, but here's why I can park on your lawn.
I'm no engineer, but bridges are basically just roads in the air.
That one should scare everybody.
It does. Type 3, the strategic buffoon.
Now, this is the worst type.
Because this person is not accidentally foolish.
They use foolishness as a weapon.
They create chaos.
They benefit from the cleanup.
They start the fire.
They sell smoke detectors.
They make the mess.
They blame the mop.
The strategic buffoon is not lost. He's charging admission to the maze. One of the clearest signs of shenanigans is accountability avoidance.
Yep, shenanigans hate accountability.
Like cats hate baths.
Like teenagers hate family photos.
Like adults hate assembling furniture with missing screws.
Now, this is a spiritual test.
It really is. Accountability avoidance has patterns.
Pattern 1. Change the subject.
You ask, did you do the thing?
They say, why are you attacking me?
Pattern 2. Attack the messenger.
You ask for evidence?
They question your tone.
Tone has become the gateway or the getaway car for accountability.
That's a great line.
Yeah, let's keep that.
Pattern 3, create confusion.
They give you a 12-minute answer to a yes or no question.
By minute 7, you forgot what you asked.
That's not an accident.
Pattern 4, claim victimhood.
They hurt someone, get confronted, and suddenly they are the injured party.
That's advanced shenanigans.
Graduate level.
With a minor in emotional gymnastics.
Some people can dodge accountability so well, they should be sponsored by a sneaker company.
So what should listeners do when they see this?
Stay calm and return to the question.
Do not chase every distraction.
Do not get pulled into defending your tone when the issue is their behavior.
Do not let drama replace facts.
And do not let someone else's confusion become your responsibility.
That's strong.
Because manipulators often create fog, then blame you for not seeing clearly.
That's exactly right. Let's give people some early warning signs.
Good. A Shenanigans smoke detector.
That's right.
Hopefully less annoying than the one in my kitchen.
Does it beep?
Only when I am emotionally fragile.
That sounds personal. Warning sign number 1, urgency without clarity.
If someone is rushing you but cannot explain why, pause.
Manufactured urgency is manipulation with a stopwatch.
Good line, Dave.
Warning sign number 2, loyalty tests.
When someone says, if you were really with me, you would not ask questions.
That's a red flag.
A giant red flag.
With fireworks.
And probably a marching band.
Warning sign number 3, changing storage.
Truth does not need that many costume changes.
Warning sign number 4, attack instead of answer.
If a person cannot answer the question, they may attack the person asking.
Warning sign number 5, confusion is control.
When you ask for clarity, they give you fog.
When the explanation gets longer but not clearer.
When every answer creates 3 new questions and 1 emotional rash.
If the truth needs a fog machine, it might not be the truth.
That's the point. Shenanigans thrive when people stop trusting their own judgment. So protect your judgment.
Do not outsource it to the loudest person.
Do not rent it to the angriest person.
Do not hand it over to someone whose plan requires you to stop thinking.
Your judgment is not a set of car keys.
Exactly.
Do not hand it to a man wearing clown shoes and holding a clipboard.
This portion of the program is brought to you by the pause button.
But when your mouth is about to outrun your character.
Have you ever typed a response in anger?
Pause.
Have you ever started a sentence with, "Let me tell you something"?
Pause.
Have you ever been so sure you were right that the facts started looking like interruptions?
Pause.
The pause button gives you 3 seconds to ask, is this true? Is this necessary? Is this helpful? And will this make me look like I was raised near electricity?
Available in pocket size, family gathering size, workplace meeting size, and political argument survival size.
Warning, the regular use may reduce regret, improve relationships, and prevent you from becoming a screenshot.
And screenshots matter.
The pause button, because not every thought deserves a parade. And now back to the conclusion of this week's show. Now we need to turn the mirror around.
Here we go with that dangerous territory.
Because it's easy to see buffoonery in other people.
Very.
It's harder to see it in ourselves.
Especially when we are holding the mirror or the microphone.
Was that aimed at me?
Lovingly.
That did not feel completely loving.
It was truth with seasoning.
The truth is, all of us can become buffoons.
Yep.
When we stop listening,
When we get too certain.
when we react too fast,
When we care more about winning than understanding.
and when we confuse being loud with being right,
When we fall in love with our own opinion.
that's dangerous.
Very much so. Once a person falls in love with their own opinion, facts become competition.
And when facts become competition,
Truth becomes optional.
so how do we avoid becoming the buffoon?
First, say, I don't know more often.
That's hard for people.
It shouldn't be. I don't know is not weakness.
It's honesty.
It's humility.
It's intellectual hygiene.
Exactly. And some people's thinking needs a shower.
Some opinions need soap, water, and adult supervision.
Second, ask better questions.
What evidence supports this?
Who benefits if I believe it?
What am I being asked to ignore?
Am I reacting or thinking?
Am I being informed or emotionally recruited?
That's a biggie there.
Emotionally recruited?
Yeah. Manipulation often drafts people into someone else's agenda.
And makes them think they volunteered. So what is the truthful manipulation response to buffoonery and shenanigans?
Do not become what you oppose.
That's central.
If someone lies, do not fight them with your own lie.
If someone manipulates, don't become a better manipulator.
If someone creates chaos, do not add fireworks.
Even though sometimes fireworks feel appropriate.
Emotionally, yes.
Ethically, no.
Exactly.
The goal is not to win the circus.
The goal is to leave the circus with your character intact.
That's strong.
Buffoonery wants you reacting.
Shenanigans want you confused.
Manipulation wants you useful.
Truth wants you awake.
Stay awake.
Not paranoid awake.
Not angry awake.
Not sitting in your basement connecting yarn between newspaper clippings awake.
Please don't do that.
Stay ethically awake.
Aware.
Grounded.
Humble.
Clear.
And funny enough not to become unbearable.
Because nobody wants to be trapped in a room with a self-righteous person who just discovered the truth.
That's just buffoonery with better vocabulary.
The truth without humility becomes a lecture nobody asked for.
But truth with humor becomes reachable.
That's what we try to do here.
We laugh, but we do not laugh to avoid truth.
We laugh so truth can get through the door. Let's give the audience a survival guide.
For buffoonery in the wild,
Step 1, pause.
always pause.
Before responding,
Before reposting,
before arguing,
before forwarding that article your cousin sent with 19 exclamation.
especially then. Step 2, name what's happening.
Not always out loud.
Right, sometimes you just say it internally.
This person is avoiding accountability.
This conversation is being redirected.
This urgency feels manufactured.
This smells like shenanigans.
And not the fun kind.
There is a fun kind?
Maybe board games. Maybe.
Step 3, ask a calm question.
Some questions are powerful.
Can you explain that?
What evidence supports that?
What problem are you exactly solving?
Who benefits from this confusion?
That question should be on a refrigerator magnet
And a bumper sticker.
and tattooed on the inside of every meeting agenda. Step 4, refuse the emotional hook.
Because shenanigans usually come with bait,
Insults,
fear,
guilt,
drama.
and sometimes potato salad.
Again with the potato salad, eh?
It knows what it did.
You need closure.
I do.
Step 5, keep your dignity.
So not let everyone else's foolishness write your character.
That's the key. People will act foolish.
People will lie.
People will manipulate.
People will perform.
People will try to pull you into the mud.
But you do not have to bring a lawn chair and stay there.
The mud is not a timeshare. You can leave.
So today we talked about buffoonery and shenanigans.
2 funny words for a serious problem.
Buffoonery is foolishness with confidence.
Shenanigans are foolishness with a tactic or strategy.
And both become dangerous when people stop asking questions.
When they confuse volume with truth.
When they mistake performance for leadership.
When they let anger replace wisdom.
And when they let confusion replace character. The world has enough noise.
More than enough.
Enough clowns with microphones.
Enough chaos with branding.
Enough foolishness with pretending to be courage.
Enough shenanigans wearing a suit.
So our job is simple.
Not easy.
But simple.
Tell the truth. Ask better questions.
Keep your humor.
Protect your character.
Do not let nonsense recruit you.
Do not let manipulation use you.
And when buffoonery walks in the room wearing confidence like cologne,
open a window.
Take a breath.
Ask who benefits.
And remember, the circus only wins when everybody buys a ticket. I'm Dave.
And I'm Daniel.
Thank you for listening to Truthful Manipulation Podcast.
Stay truthful.
Stay awake.
Stay funny.
And please, for the sake of family, your workplace, your group text, and your own blood pressure, keep the shenanigans to a minimum. And that's this week's episode of Truthful Manipulation. You can comment on today's show at truthfulmanipulation@gmail.com. We've actually reached number 7 in manipulation podcasts as of today. So pass this on to somebody you think might benefit from it so we can grow this community. Get a copy of our book, Truthful Manipulation, A Roadmap to Live By. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe at truthfulmanipulation.com. Thank you for listening this week.